Hello, thanks for downloading this informative video on Python and data science, powered by Irizpro Learning Solutions. We intend to talk briefly about the data science market, the essential skills required to be a data scientist, some insights about the growing popularity of Python, and our tailor-made Python course to enable you to become a confident Python coder and ready for taking the plunge in the most exciting world of data science. So let's start. We begin by giving you some stats on how the data science market is rapidly evolving. Before that, for the benefit of those who are hearing this term for the first time, what is data science? The science of undertaking the enormous task of cleaning and managing huge volume of data and use of formidable skills of statistics, machine learning, and advanced programming to derive actionable insights is called data science. The analytics, data science, big data industry in India alone is growing at a healthy rate of 23.8% CAGR and is expected to double by 2020. The other stats that has been put on this slide kind of gives us an idea about how institutions are increasingly transforming themselves into data-driven organizations with data collection and analysis underpinning their business strategy and day-to-day business decision making. As a professional looking to be part of this growth story, what we often wonder is what are the skills that are required to start or strengthen the journey in the data science world. We have listed down here the essential skills required to be a data scientist. By looking at this slide, it's clear that statistical skills and data handling skills are the two major skills that are required. Why statistical skills? It is relevant because knowledge of statistics is what will finally help you unlock the value of data, understand the inherent algorithms that are running at the back end of any tool that you're using. So you will need to have a firm understanding of probability and the concept of hypothesis testing and other statistical processes. Programming, coding, and database management is again one of the most critical skill for a data scientist to possess. Being able to program augments your ability to do statistics. To be able to analyze large data sets, especially unstructured data, is what is the need of the hour. Without that skill, the statistical knowledge you have is of no use. And of course, there are non technical skills. For example, soft skills, excellent communication. It is very important to have a strong business acumen to make it big in the data science world. Now, we would like to focus more on the programming skills and help you gain insights on what data scientists are doing as far as programming skill is concerned. There are so many programming languages which are used in everyday coding and businesses. You will have to make a choice. What languages should you learn? And why should you invest your time in learning them? For those who are venturing first into the world of data science, it is important to master one language first rather than looking to be a jack of all trades from the offset. This is because your processes and techniques are what really matters the most, and mastering these in one language before branching out into learning more is what is going to get you a strong footing in the data science world. Once you have a strong set of skills and techniques under your belt, moving on to other languages is a great way of upskilling and ensuring that you stay competitive in your field. But your first programming language should allow you to learn as much as you can. Now, let us help you a little with that decision. And that is what we have tried to do by putting in the information that we have in this slide that you see. For example, as far as 1001 publicly listed LinkedIn profiles of data scientists gathered by an online organization called 365 Data Science, the most in-demand programming languages are R and Python, followed by SQL, MATLAB, Java, Scala, C++. And as you can see from the other graphs that we have put up here, increasing number of people are adopting Python from year to year. As one of the most popular mainstream programming languages on the marketplace, it is a practical choice for tech types of all types, including data scientists. In particular, financial sector is adopting Python in a big way in the last few years. For example, it's now the Bank of America's tool of choice for crunching financial data. Now, two very relevant question arises here. What is Python and why is it gaining so much of popularity? Now, to answer that in a simple term, Python is a multi-paradigm programming language, a sort of a Swiss Army knife for the coding world. It supports object-oriented programming, structured programming, and functional programming patterns, among others. It was originally a general purpose language, but over the years, with strong community support, this language got dedicated libraries for data analysis and predictive modeling. Now, why should you invest your time in learning it? Well, it must be clear with all the stats that we have presented in this slide that Python is rapidly becoming the most preferred programming language by the data scientists. So, to make a career in this industry, knowledge of coding in Python is a must have. Now, let's understand the reasons why Python is gaining so much of popularity. Python is easy to use and learn. Its syntax is simple and readable, and it is great for beginners or for data scientists who wants to build up their skill set. As data science encompasses a number of predictive modeling techniques for which you can use plenty of different data mining tools, applying these techniques using a new tool can prove to be a little difficult. And so you will want to use something which has a shorter learning curve. Python is great because its simplicity appeals to a range of different people. Whether you are an experienced data scientist or analyst, a software engineer who is starting to work more closely with machine learning, or even a complete beginner, a fresher, Python is an easy programming language to pick up. Python is also versatile. It's a general purpose program language, but its quick and powerful tool has plenty of capabilities. Whatever problem you want to solve, Python can help you do the job. From building web services, data mining, Python is a programming language that gives you an opportunity to solve data problems end to end. Another very positive thing about Python is its strong community. Open source communities are known for their open discussion forums and policies, but some of them can be can have a fierce reputation for taking newcomers lightly. Python happily is an exception. Both online and in local meetup groups, many Python experts are happy to help you stumble through the intricacies of learning a new language. And because Python is so prevalent in the data science community, there are plenty of resources that are specific to using Python in the field of data science. Then there is scalability. Scalability relative to MATLAB, Stata, or R, Python is much faster. And that's what the data science scientists have experienced over the years. And also, last but not the least, it is a free open source software. So it's a very uh, cost friendly or pocket friendly software tool to work on. Now, while it is easy to see how you can tinker with Python, you might be wondering how this translates into actual business and real world applications. What we are doing now is to tell you some of the top tier companies and the logos we've put in this slide who are using Python and are major proponents of Python. Google has been the supporter of Python, in fact, nearly from the beginning. The reason mainly is because of the ease of deployment and how simple Python is to maintain. Even Facebook production engineers are exceptionally keen on Python. So yes, key players and major organizations are now working on Python. So if you want to target them, you need to have the knowledge of this amazing programming language. Moving on, we at Irizpro have carefully mapped each of the critical skills that we discussed few slides ago required to be a data scientist into comprehensive courses. Now, starting with statistical skills, we have a full-fledged concept-oriented course on relevant topics in statistics and econometrics, like probability distribution, hypothesis testing, etc. Similarly, to address the programming skill requirement, we offer weekend-based detailed course on coding in R, Python, and SAS. We also conduct non-technical courses, for example, executive communication course, strengths finder course, etc. Now, since we are talking about Python, let me tell you a little more about our Python course. We have segmented our course Python for Data Science, or we name it as Coding and Analytics in Python, into 6 broad modules. A module which is an introduction module, then an intermediate Python module, then a module which deals with importing data and data cleaning, then another module, the fourth module, which deals with how you could manipulate your data, how you could create a new data set. Then the fifth module, which is talking about, which basically trains students on data manipulation skill, data visualization skills. And the sixth module, wherein we talk about predictive modeling and data science using Python as a platform. Now, digging deeper into these modules, the first 3 modules, introduction, intermediate Python, and importing data and cleaning data module, we introduce you to the coding platform, working with basic functions and packages, get introduced to NumPy library, which creates and manipulates data arrays. You get trained in working with Matplotlib library, which is essentially a 2D plotting platform which produces publication quality figures in a variety of formats. You will learn to generate plots, histogram, bar charts, scatter plots in just a few lines of code. You would also learn how to go about writing logical conditioning statements, loops, and to create or use well-defined functions in Python. You also get to understand clearly how to go about importing various formats of external data. It could be an Excel data, it could be a doc.txt data, and codes that can be used to clean these data sets in Python. Once you are comfortable and confident in working with and managing datasets using Python platform, we climb the learning curve little higher with our next 3 modules, which are focused on gaining advanced skills on applying Python for data science related projects. So we introduce you to the famous Pandas. Pandas full form is Python Data Analysis Library. The Panda is an open source licensed Python platform providing high performance, easy to use data structures and data analysis tools. A favorite among data scientists, you will learn how to merge and manipulate your data using Python. Data visualization module is very critical, we believe, because we believe that data visualization is a very important activity in the analytics world, since everyone does not understand sophisticated algorithms and statistical output. Hence, one of the most important role of a data scientist is to be able to bring forth results in a way that is easily understandable, not only for the other analysts, but for the non-technical people as well. Hence, the requirement to visualize data better is very critical. Once we train you about Matplotlib, we take you a step further in the data visualization space by training you on a library called Seaborn, and also discuss ways in which you can slice and dice your data to understand hidden patterns, check data integrity issues, basically checking the data health by way of univariate analysis, bivariate analysis using Python programming language. This module essentially gets you ready for the final stage of predictive modeling or predictive model development and applying machine learning algorithms. So finally, in our 6th module, we take you through the codes which can be used to perform predictive modeling and forecasting. Also, we would tell you about other statistical processes and analysis which is important, like hypothesis testing, correlation analysis, etc. So by the end of these 6 modules, we will be able to perform all the tasks that an analytics or a data science professional performs in a real-time project. And what are those tasks? In a gist, confidently uploading external data sets in any format onto Python and start preparing your data, start merging, appending, manipulating your data, visualize the data effectively and report distribution patterns, create functions and transform variables, analyze data from each and every variable perspective and derive actionable insights regarding them, and finally, build a predictive model using statistical concepts like logistic regression. Now, the version of Python we use for training and why that version is that we use Anaconda with Python 3.7.0 for this course. It is okay if you already have Python 3.5 or 3.6 installed in your machine. It contains porting of all popular Python libraries that can be used in data science. So you will not miss out on any one of them. The most important being the skill kit learn, Dumpy, Pandas, Skippy, etc. It also comes with Jupyter Notebook, saving us from importing numerous libraries separately. It can be all done in at one go. That is the reason we use Anaconda with Python 3.7.0 version. Now, why us you should choose for this course? Apart from whatever we have put in this slide about the expertise that we have, about our trainers, about an extensive two-way interactive session that we support, I would like to make 4 clear points about this, about the as a features of this course. One, our classes are live web-based instructor-led classes, making it a more interactive learning session rather than those video-based pre-recorded classes which are essentially passive learning. We believe the role of a trainer should be more of a guide by the side rather than being a sage on the stage. Secondly, after every module, we conduct assignments to assess the readiness of the student for the next level. We also identify problem areas and eventually mentor you to overcome the difficulties that you are facing. Thirdly, every module is case study driven. Since we are a staunch believer of the philosophy of learning by doing, so unless you work on simulated real world data, you will not gain the confidence to take on live projects on Python. And finally, we provide access, although for a limited period, to the recording of each class to students so that they can learn on a self-paced mode as well. Along with that, it is a certification course and we also prepare you for mock interviews. So we conduct mock interviews and we prepare you for interviews in the data science job market. And the pricing of our course, I can assure you, is the most economical in the market. Briefly about our trainers have both knowledge and experience in the analytics domain. Nilanjana Mukherjee has an experience of about 12 years in working with large MNCs and Big Fours, solving real-time business problems using predictive analytics. She is also our statistician and a statistics trainer. Krishna M. Reddy, who's done a master's in computer applications, is a certified business analytics professional, and he is an experienced trainer in the field of machine learning and data science. He is technically proficient in R and Python, and he is our Python trainer. Finally, we come to the pricing and the duration of the course. Our course is a 22 to 24 hours of lecture. Each lecture session is divided into 3 hours. So essentially, we do weekend classes. So if it's a Saturday, Sunday, then Saturday 3 hours, Sunday 3 hours. Again, the consecutive Saturday 3 hours, Sunday 3 hours, and that is how we proceed. Our next course is due to start end of July or first week of August. That we would let you guys know if you're interested. Coming to the payment part, the price of the course is 11,999. We offer flexi payment opportunity to our students. So either you can pay this amount upfront Or you could opt for a flexi pay process wherein you could just pay 3000 INR, Indian national currency, and enroll for the first 3 modules of the class, basically the data handling modules. You would get, what would you get in this? You would get a participation link for these 3 modules, a participation link to a virtual classroom. Also, you would receive a certification of being an intermediate Python coder, and you would also get access to the recording of these sessions. Of course, our mentoring offerings would be there for you. At the end of the third session, you could pay the rest of the fees. That would be your second installment, and get access to all the remaining sessions. Along with that, you would get access to handouts and reading materials. You would get access to our mock sessions on preparing you to for in data science related interviews. We get and the certification that we give is of an advanced Python coder. You may also go for a one-time payment, as I said earlier, and do connect with us to know more about discounts that we offer. So thank you very much for watching this video. Do get in touch with us via email to know more about our other courses. If you wish to enroll for this course, please get in touch ASAP since we are in the process of forming a batch. Thank you.